guys, welcome to VChem Well. Today we will discuss on the vapor pressure of solutions of solids in a liquid. Earlier we discussed on the vapor pressure of liquid solution. So first start with the what is the meaning of the solutions of solids in a liquid. For example, we know that the solution is made up of the two parts, solute and solvent. In this way, solids in a liquid, the solids in liquid, that means the solids have a lesser quantity and liquids has larger quantity. So that way lesser quantity means this is the solute and larger quantity, so that is the solvent. So we can say that solution is made up of the solid and liquid. Vapor pressure of solutions of solids in a liquid. One condition, you remember that condition is the solid is a non-volatile. Consider solid as a non-volatile and liquid as a volatile. In earlier we discussed on the liquid solution. That means the solute and solvent both are the liquids and both are the volatile. But in this case, solid is a non-volatile and liquid is a volatile. This example is the sugar dissolved in the water. NaCl dissolved in the water. Because of the sugar is a solid and water is the liquid. So that way, for example, consider is the sugar dissolved in water and sugar is the non-volatile solid and water is the volatile solid. And we measure the vapor pressure of solutions of solids in a liquid. This part is the solutions of solids in a liquid. Then we find out that the vapor pressure of solution. How to find out the vapor pressure of solution? We know that the when sometimes after liquid's molecule converted into its vapor form. When vapor form is collected to upper space, this exerts is the pressure. So this pressure is known as the vapor pressure. But in this case, solid act as the non-volatile and water act as the volatile. So that means this solid is not take part in the vapor. The solid is not take part in the make the vapor because of this is the non-volatile. So in the solution, vapor pressure only depend on the solvent. This type of solution, vapor pressure only depend on the solvent. For example, consider as a beaker. This beaker is a fill up with the solution. And this solution is made up of the solid, solute and liquid solvent. When this solid, consider as this solid is a not take part in this the solution. Because of this is the non-volatile. We only measure as the vapor pressure of the liquid. Take a two beaker. This is the beaker 1 and this is the beaker 2. In this first beaker, only fill up with the solvent. For example, consider as the example glass of water. So this is the glass of water means only water present. It acts as the solvent. So this beaker is fill up with the pure solvent. This is the molecule of the pure solvent. And this beaker is considered as the closed vessel. When sometimes after this liquid molecule slowly converted into its vapor phase, so liquids converted into its vapor. This process is known as the vaporization. In earlier lecture we discussed on this point. So liquid converted into vapor, it's known as the vaporization. So this liquid molecule converted into its vapor and this vapor is fill up with this place. And this vapor gives the pressure. This vapor exerts the pressure. It's known as the vapor pressure. And it is known as the vapor pressure of pure solvent. And take a second beaker. In the second beaker is the fill up with the solution. We know that the solution is made up of the solute and solvent. And solute is a solid and solvent is a liquid. And one condition is the solid is the non-volatile solid or non-volatile solute. So this is the fill up with the solution. When solvent molecule and some molecule is a solute. This is the closed vessel. This is the solute molecule and this is the solvent molecule. Sometimes after that same way, liquid converted into its vapor form. Liquid converted into its vapor form. In the pure solvent, only liquid present or only solvent present. So it's easily converted into its vapor phase. But in this case, solid is present with the solvent. So that way, this all place, for example, in the pure solvent, all place is filled up with the solvent molecule. But in this case, all place is not filled up with the solvent molecule because of the some place occupied by the solute molecule. So that way evaporation is decreased because of the this place is filled up with the solute molecule, and solute molecule act as the non-volatile. Solute molecule is a non-volatile. So this way this solvent molecule converted into its vapor, but this vapor is less. Vapor make ratio is the less because of the on the surface presence of the non-volatile solute molecule. This is the vapor pressure of the solution. And another way we can say that this is the vapor pressure of solvent. Only solvent because of the non-volatile solute is present. So this is the not take part for this vapor pressure. So pure solvent vapor pressure is more and solution vapor pressure is a decrease because of the presence of the non-volatile solid. This volatile non-volatile solids occupy some space, so evaporation rate is a decrease. So that way vapor ratio is a decrease and that way vapor pressure is decrease. Raoult's law for liquid solution containing non-volatile solvent. We know that in the pure solvent vapor pressure is more than the solution because of the in the solution solute and solvent part present. For the solute is the non-volatile, so it is not take part to make the vapor. So that way solution vapor pressure is decreased than the pure solvent. Then we find out that the Raoult's law for this solution. We know that the Raoult's law says that the partial pressure, for example, consider as the binary solution. In the binary solution, two component present, one component name as A and second component name as P. So Raoult's law says that the partial pressure of the solvent. So partial pressure of the solvent PA is directly proportional to its mole fraction, its presence in the solution. Mole fraction presence in the solution. So this is the XA, where PA is directly proportional to XA and its proportionality constant is the PA0 and XA. PA is the partial pressure of the solvent, PA0 is the vapor pressure of the pure component, means the pure solvent, and XA is the mole fraction of the solvent. So this is the Raoult's law for liquid solution containing non-volatile solvent. Only depends on the solvent because of the solute act as the non-volatile, so it's not take part in this vapor. So this is the not create pressure. So only vapor pressure for the solvent. So this is the PA is directly proportional to XA. Next we draw graph vapor pressure of solution versus mole fraction. This mole fraction is 0 to 1. Where mole fraction is increased, so its vapor pressure increase. Because of this condition, partial pressure is directly proportional to the mole fraction. Where mole fraction increase, pressure increase, or other pressure increase, mole fraction increase. So consider that when mole fraction increase, so vapor pressure of the solution increase. So that way vapor pressure of the solution increase where mole fraction increase. When mole fraction value is 1, so its pressure is known as the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. Because of the, we know that the for the two component XA and XB is equal to 1, where XB is equal to 0 and XA is equal to 1, that means 1. So this is the mole fraction of the only pure component. Only pure component. So this point is known as the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. Conclusion that the vapor pressure of the solution is equal to the vapor pressure of the solvent. Because of the, in the made the vapor, only solvent is a take part and solute is a non-volatile, so it is a not make a vapor. So that way we can say that the vapor pressure of solution is equal to the vapor pressure of solvent in the solution. And another word, at a given temperature, where the vapor pressure of the solvent, for example, this is the P, is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the solvent. Because of the, in this case, only solvent molecule is take part. Pa is directly proportional to XA. So Pa is equal to Pa0 into XA, where this is the XA, mole fraction. How to find out the mole fraction? So Pa upon Pa0 is equal to the mole fraction. Then subtracting 1 minus, so 1 minus Pa upon Pa0 is equal to the 1 minus XA. 0 minus Pa upon Pa0 is equal to XB. Because of the, we know that the X is equal, 1 is equal to XA plus XB. This is the mole fraction of this non-volatile solute. And Pa0. So Pa0 is the vapor pressure of the pure solvent and Pa is the vapor pressure of the solution. In this relation, Pa0 minus Pa, that means the vapor pressure of the pure solvent is more than the vapor pressure of the solution. Because of the, in the solution, non-volatile solid is present. So that way its vapor pressure is decreased. So this is known as the lowering in vapor pressure. This term is known as the lowering in vapor pressure. So alternative Raoult's law says that the, at a particular temperature, lowering the vapor pressure is directly proportional to the non-volatile solute mole fraction. Lowering the vapor pressure is directly proportional to the mole fraction of non-volatile solute. So this is the Pa0 minus Pa upon Pa0 is equal to XB. And this is the Pa is equal to Pa0 and XB. This is the for the solvent, vapor pressure for the solvent, and this term is the lowering, relative lowering vapor pressure term. Because of the Pa0 is more than the Pa, is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the non-volatile solute. Thank you.